Who is Saint Charles Borromeo? He is an Italian bishop known for his work implementing the reforms of the Council of Trent, for creating seminaries to educate priests, and for caring for those suffering during a plague. His feast day is November 4th. Saint Charles Borromeo was born on October 2, 1538 near Milan, Italy. He came from a wealthy family. When he was 12 years old, he decided to dedicate himself to service to the church. His uncle gave him the family income from a Benedictine abbey. Charles said that any of the income which was not required to educate him to serve the people of God belonged to the poor. Charles' father passed away when he was 16 years old. When his brother also passed away a few years later, his family wanted him to marry and have children, so that the family name would not be lost. But Charles remained steadfast in his desire to serve the church. His uncle was Pope Pius IV. In 1559, the newly elected pope asked Charles to come to Rome, which he did. Shortly after he arrived, the pope made him a cardinal. He had many responsibilities and he carried out his duties faithfully. He was ordained a priest in 1563. Just 1 year later, Charles became the Archbishop of Milan. At this time, the Protestant Reformation was growing in Europe. Charles was determined to reform the church. He felt that clergy needed to be better educated, so he founded seminaries. He promoted the decrees of the Council of Trent in his archdiocese. He ended the sales of indulgences and pushed for simpler architecture in churches, in order that they not distract from the worship of God. Many clergy did not like his attempts to implement the reforms. At one point, a small corrupt religious order even tried to assassinate him. When the plague hit Milan in 1576, he used much of his family's wealth to feed and care for the victims. He also persuaded bishops and the leaders of religious communities to provide aid to the sick and dying. Saint Charles Borromeo died on November 3, 1584. He was 46 years old. Saint Charles Borromeo is the patron saint of many causes, including seminarians, bishops, and spiritual directors. Saint Charles Borromeo, teach us to have the courage to promote necessary reforms. And pray for us.